Hi guys, Andrea here. I actually just filmed a video doing the unboxing of a Motives Cosmetics package that I just got. So if you want to check that out, I will put a link below so that you can see all the products just, coming straight out of the box, opening up, doing swatches and all that stuff. This one I'm going to actually apply the face product. So I have this pore minimizer and a liquid powder foundation, a color correcting quad, and a setting spray. So if you want to see how to apply those and also kind of test them out with me, so I can share my thoughts, stay tuned and I will get started on all those things. Okay, so in the last video I put half of this pore minimizing serum by Lumiere de Vie, whoa, there we go, on my face. So I put the other half, covered the other half of my face with this. So it feels really nice, feels really light. I guess you can use it as a moisturizer, so I'm gonna do that today since I didn't put any on. And before I do the foundation, I actually want to try the color correction quad. So typically what I'll do when I have discoloration under my eyes, it's not too bad, but I will put a little bit on there with this peachy color right here. Try to make it so you can see which one and what the color looks like. Take a little concealer brush and I'm going to just put a little. Honestly, it looks really pigmented from the swatches that I did earlier. I don't want to put too much on it because I'm afraid it's going to just be like insanely. So just need a tiny, tiny bit. And if we need more, we can add more. Because I wouldn't do the yellow really, and the other ones are for redness and dullness, so I'm not going to really use those. And I do get a little red on my cheeks here. Maybe a little on my nose. So I'm going to take the green right here to cancel out any, right here, there we go, to cancel out any redness. So just dab my brush in there, kind of wiping the sides off because there is a lot comes off on the brush with one little swoop, which can be good, but you want to control the amount. Ooh. Yeah. From being in the sun. And I'm going to do a tiny bit on my nose. There in the center. I think that's it. I am going to use the yellow. I actually had an allergic reaction recently to another corrector. I'll have to look up the ingredient name, but apparently there's one that people can break out to a sensitive skin. So I'm hoping this one won't do that, but I looked in the ingredients and it doesn't seem to be in there because I actually checked before I bought it, and it's not in there. So it's pretty good. I'm just going to do it right around my mouth, so right here. I look insane, I know. And I'm actually taking my Motives foundation brush. I'm going to blend it in a little bit. And you can always go back and add more, but it also needs to be blended in and subtle so that you don't see it changing color of your foundation. And get under the eye. I'm just doing it in a patting motion too. Too much sweeping will just move the product everywhere, so you just want to kind of pack it in, not move it around. So it did make my cheeks a little bit lighter, but it definitely canceled out any redness. And cool. So now I'm going with the Sandy Beige liquid to powder foundation. When it comes out, it's very thick. So this was the pore minimizing serum. Don't ignore that. This one is the foundation, so you can see it like sits on top. So it is a little on the thicker side. I don't mind it because my skin is oily and I know that it's gonna last throughout the day. It's not gonna get shiny. Let's try it on top of these other new products that I'm trying out. I'm just taking this on the back of my hand to control the amount I put on my face. Now in the winter, I tried using Cameo Beige, which is one shade lighter than this one, and even then it's still a little light, but then this one is too dark on me in winter, so I think a mixture of the two. If you're have my skin tone and you're not sure which one to get, that'd probably work best for you. So far it's going on really nicely. I think this might even be a little, I'm trying to see with my shoulder. I want to show my, it could be a little on the lighter side for me in the summer, and this is the beginning, and I know it might get a little darker. So I can warm it up with some bronzer, but just keep in mind, again, if you're trying to figure out what color to get. Also, let me know if you want to see swatches of the other ones. I have almost all the other colors, I think except for the almond shade, but there's linen, cream beige, vanilla. So I'm actually wondering, usually this goes down really matte, and I'm wondering if because of the pore minimizing serum that it's still a little shiny. We can wait for it to set for a minute and then try again. I also didn't have powder to set it with because I didn't think I was going to need it, but that might not be the case. Here, a little closer so you can see my face closer up. It is kind of shiny. If you have dry skin, combo skin, maybe that serum is a really nice thing to have. I just don't know that it's going to work well for my skin tone, especially when it's going to be like 85 degrees out today. Let's see. I'm going to leave this on all day. I know I'm going to come back later and see how it all worked out, and then we can kind of go over. I am going to put a translucent setting powder. I'm actually going to use the Laura Mercier powder, and then I will do the setting spray. I'm not going to do 10 years younger because I know it's going to make it a little more shiny, but I am going to do the No More Shine one. I am back and I'm doing a check-in for my makeup. My foundation's holding in pretty nicely. It's getting really dark underneath my eye though. I'm not sure if it was from the powder or the color correcting quad. It's dark brown, so I'm not quite sure, but foundation looks like it's doing pretty good for, it was really hot out and I was at a festival, but I think we're okay. So it's still shiny, not the best product I'd use for a primer, but for moisturizer, that's pretty lightweight for the summertime. I don't mind it. I'd probably use it in conjunction with a mattifying primer instead, but here's how it is, and I will be back even later to check in with like a final review. Alright, bye. Hi guys, it's kind of loud right now. So here are my final thoughts. I wasn't able to do a follow-up at the end of that day. I put all the new Motos products on, but I was able to wear it a few times, so I have like a little rounded idea of how they work. I'll start with the color correcting quad. And that one was, like I said, was very creamy, very pigmented, which it was. I think I would need to set it better with the powder next time. It worked all around my face except for right under my eye. My shadow started to run a little bit and got a little muddy underneath, which I had to wipe, as you saw in the video. So that one I would switch out, or maybe put a different kind of primer underneath it, something to set it better, but there was a lot of color in there. Another part of me thinks that could be better for lighter skin tones. They have the when you get the quad, it says, you know, you can use it for lighter skin tones or light to medium, and then there's a darker one which I'm actually going to order, so I want to try that one out as well. And since I'm, you know, Hispanic, I'm tan, I'm always curious as to which way I go, if the dark one's too dark for me or if the light one's too light for me, what actually works for my color. So I would definitely want to try the new one, but overall great consistency, lots of color in it. Just need to set it a little better underneath the eyes. The eyeshadows were good, as expected. I have other shadows. The colors are great. The blue one, was it Fiction or Essence? It was the periwinkle with the gold flecks in it. It definitely comes out a little more on the gold side once you rub it in with a little bit of blue. So that one was a little less blue than I thought it was going to be, but overall I loved the colors. And the last one was the Pore Minimizing Serum. This one, when I first put it on, it did leave my skin looking very airbrushed. So it had a really nice finish to it, especially when I took a selfie like this. It looked really nice. Initially, it was kind of a mix. Usually that foundation is very matte, and that one it looked a little creamier. I tried with a couple other foundations, and it did have exactly as it says on the packaging, semi-matte. So in the beginning when I first put it on, it made my skin look great. The only problem is I have very oily skin. So personally for me, it didn't last, and my skin just got way too shiny by the end of the day. So I would say that if you have combo skin, if you have drier skin, that could be a great, because it is moisturizing, and I did like using that as a moisturizer. For someone with oilier skin, I think you're going to get a little shiny, but I would recommend the Urban Decay De-Slick Primer. I love that in the summertime, especially since in this heat my skin gets even oilier than normal. So you can maybe use it in conjunction with the Pore Minimizing Serum. Do the serum first and then do the primer just before you put on your foundation. So this concludes my final thoughts on these products. If you would like me to do a tutorial or review on the darker color correction quad, please let me know. Again, this was my thoughts on how it worked on my skin. Everyone's different. Everyone has different skin, so it might work different for you. So hopefully anything that I had to share helped you for purchasing any of these products. If you have any requests for anything else you'd like to see, let me know, and I will try to do a video on whatever that is soon. Thanks so much.